Alright, all these Pokeballs are made by 3D Central, and I printed them off of Thingiverse. Printing all of these Pokeballs takes about 14 hours, 23 minutes. There are a total of 37 pieces, printed with 8 different colors. Before I start with the normal stuff, I want to say that these aren't for actually throwing at things. The first time throwing it at my carpeted floor broke one of those little, I don't know what you'd call them, clips, and it's stuck inside the Master Ball. I don't know if you can see that bit of black. And then throwing it at the stuffed whatever, I don't even know what Pokemon that is, has made it so like they hardly snap together at all. So not for rough play, as they say. Before getting into the specifics of all the Pokeballs, I'm just going to quickly go over the design. There's the front. So you've got average Pokeball. I'll say real quick, they're supposed to have a metal clap with just a magnet on the lid and in here. I don't have the magnets, but they work fine. Okay, you've got your red, white, and black for your Pokeballs, just standard thing. You've got your Team Aqua Ball, which oddly enough, if you're printing how the pictures are on Thingiverse, it's actually wrong. Like, there are a few different color versions of this as far as Google can tell me, and none of them look like what 3D Central did. So I printed just white and then the blue, which is what most of the pictures are, and I quite like it. It's better than I thought it would be, and it's really grown on me. This is probably one of my favorites. And you can't even see the Agua logo on the ball because of my weird lighting kit setup, because one of my lights broke. Which is why I'm looking down. It'd probably look real menacing, is because if I look up, I've got the film light in my eye. Next up, you've got your Team Magma Ball, yellow, red, and black with a little magma symbol printed on it. Stop tracking my face. Track the Pokeball, thank you. The last of the teams is your Team Rocket Ball, red, white, with a gray button, which probably looks white, and a little red R painted on. And finally, you've got the poor, decimated Master Ball. There it goes again. Yeah, this would be a reprint, if I ever saw one. You've got your white, black, and purple with the little 2 bumps on them. Look at that. Just do not throw these Pokeballs. Now, I've been opening all of these Pokeballs for a reason, because the attentive among you, and really hardcore Pokemon fans, will probably have noticed that these actually open wrong. Like the picture I have of the Pokeballs, I believe there's a bit of rim on the top and bottom, but the button will actually lift with the lid of the Pokeball. Which, as far as I can tell, that's a balancing thing. It's a lot harder to balance this than it is with the lid on the top. At first I thought maybe it would be impossible to open it with the button on top, and then I realized, and this is one of the ways to fix it if you really want it to open correctly, this Pokeball is exactly the same this way, and the lid opens up. Just paint the bottom red, or print the bottom red and the top white, and you've got a normal Pokeball. Or, for things that'll work with all of these Pokeballs, is the Master Ball, I don't know if you can see that, actually prints with a hole for this thing on the top and the bottom of the ball. I put it backwards so that the button will stick with the bottom, simply because all the other Pokeballs look like that I have. But if you want to, you can download the bottom for this Master Ball and print it with all the other Pokeballs, because none of them have special bottoms, and this is just an average Pokemon bottom. And also, if you want to fit something in these Pokeballs, which they're life-size, I'd imagine, about, the size of my palm, they're not actually spherical inside, they're cones, probably for kind of neater printing, and I've thought of doing this for a lot of my prints as well, like putting little cones so they're not solid dome. It's like a good middle ground with film usage. And getting the button in all the Pokeballs was a bit of work because it's so tight. I think I ended up, I don't remember what I used, but like putting all my weight just leaning on the Pokeball on my desk. And I had to trim it with pliers, and a lot of them I had to kind of squeeze to get it smaller, so there's a bit of bump on the buttons. There's another kind of bad one on the Magma Ball. This one turned out really good though, the button on the Team Rocket Ball, so yeah, it's just a bit of fiddling with, and I think it's like 6 minutes to print the button, so it's not the biggest deal. Now for the individual Pokeballs, you've got your average Pokeball, is their most popular one. opens. It's kind of loose, but then again you'd have the magnet clamp, which I feel would straighten them. Like some of them I have crooked like that, and so they'll sit kind of weird. But, you know, a nice magnet would fix that problem. A bit more interesting is the Team Rocket Ball. I just used a Sharpie. I think it was a Sharpie. No, because it was black. I actually painted the R on. That's something I'm going to try and do more often, is paint these so I can save a bit of money on film. Because instead of needing a specific color, I'll just need a specific type of paint. And plus it gives me more opportunities to be creative with color. You've got your Team Aqua Ball, one of my favorites. You can see, I don't know if you can see, I can see the little diamond pattern that prints in the rafts because of my film light. I don't know how that's picking up on the camera. It's right in front of this really bright light for me. But yeah, this one probably turned out the best. It closes really nicely. Your Team Aqua symbol, there it is. I had to very carefully trace with Sharpie. And you can see in the little sphere, oval thing, I didn't miss. Like I hit it with Sharpie after being done, and that made me really upset. But just be real careful working with that. The Magma Ball has the piece that turned out the worst for whatever reason. You can see under the button it got really scraped or emptied. But I've been experimenting. Wood filler in there works really nicely if you're gonna paint over a print. I've done some tests. I haven't done it with any actual prints, but there you go, that'll work. And that's just the same paint over the M that I used on the Team Rocket Ball. And finally, the Team Magma Ball. I didn't actually have any purple film. I still don't. It's like the one key color I'm missing, so I painted the whole top of this ball inside and out. And it's really good, actually, for a first paint. There are a few blobs right there. Yeah, right there. And the little bumps didn't quite fit in perfectly with the little grooves in the Pokeball, so even now they're not in there. They're just kind of, they look real nice, but I couldn't get them in there fully. But yeah, that worked really nicely. In the M, I'm so proud I didn't get like a single drop of purple onto the M. Because the M, I printed the Pokeball in white and then painted in purple, because I thought that'd be easier than buying purple film and then painting a little bit of white. But yeah, that's a quick look at some of these, 6 of these nice little Pokeballs, and a good start back into Thingisplore. Thingisplores will be coming up once every 10 days. I took a summer vacation. That's the honest answer. I really don't have any excuses. Why? Because knowing the age group of my viewers, most of you just are really jealous on the fact I can take summer vacations, and I have at most one more summer where I can do that, so, you know, I just took a bit of a vacation. Projects will be a while. I'm working on a big one that will end up to be about 7 videos afterwards, but look forward to that. I want to give a quick shout out, 3D Central, the guys who make, I keep pulling out this Pokeball, the guys who make these Pokeball designs, they have their own YouTube channel. They're one of my favorite creators, to be honest, and you don't recognize the name, but they made Finn's Demon Blood Sword, which is my most viewed video ever. But yeah, I'll link right there in this green space, there, yeah, there, to 3D Central's channel. Go check it out. They do a lot of Thingisplore-like videos, to describe them real quickly, but they're their own design, so they're all really good. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking and sharing, and subscribe so you can catch all the amazing robotics, electronics, and 3D printing projects I have planned. Thanks for watching.